to our final week of our Unstoppable Branding experience. And we're really just tying things up tonight. We're going to just tie the gaps, tie the loose ends to everyone's brands, to getting their sites and everything really taken care of, to make sure that you guys leave here really comfortable and have a good focus as to how you're going to continue to move forward with your branding. And tonight is always, this is our fifth session. We usually do four, but we've done one extra one because it's kind of like a loose ends tie up. It's Q&A, getting you guys really just feeling good and leaving here with that. And there's going to be some things I'm going to point out tonight for you, especially when it comes to getting some extra value added and offers that you guys may have with your sites. It's really important to start focusing on some ebooks or some giveaways or audio programs. Most everyone that leaves the workshop has a really good idea, and a lot of times they get stuck after they leave. So what I want to do tonight is really give you guys a good foundation as to how to start those content giveaways and really the importance of it, because you start to become looked at as an expert in your field. Now, most of you guys most everyone here is running an online business, but in your own specific area, you have an expertise in that area that you can really share with people. And when they come to your blog, or what I like always to call is our virtual home, when they come there, they want to see that you've got some value. And when you can actually offer something to someone, it really just shows who you are and what you can offer to someone. And it really just gives you a lot more credibility in your leadership, and certainly gives more value to them sticking around and wanting to subscribe to your blog. And so I'm going to talk a bit about the blogs tonight and kind of how I use them. I want to go through the layout of my blog and some things that I specifically do, if you guys have some questions about that, because I do have several different things that I offer, especially when I talk about list management is really important. And so, but what I want to do for you guys is I will go and take as much as you guys really have to feel great and get some questions answered that you might have, and to really get you guys moving forward properly. So what I would like to do actually is, okay, cool, Gina's up front. Let me get you, whoever has her hand up gets to go first. All right, cool. Hi, Gina.
Hi,
How are you?
I am very well. How are
Good.
you?
I'm super good. I talked to Jeremy the other day. He's like so pumped. You both are just amazing rock stars. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I heard that
Yeah,
you
we're
had a
really
great video. You started to do your video.
Yeah, I started doing videos every day about a week and a half ago.
Excellent. How are they
So
going?
yeah, but it's going really well. Yeah, I can see little improvements every single day. So
Okay, good.
yeah.
Can I ask you, do you feel that your message is coming out better and your languaging is getting better, you're flowing better, maybe like a brand of kind of your core theme is coming out?
Yes, I would say that. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Good. Yay. Tell me more. What else is going on with you?
Um, oh, where do I start? Um, What is going on? I'm sorry. I'm a little
That's
flustered
okay.
today.
Did
I
you,
had the day off from work. I had to go help my mom. She had surgery yesterday. So
okay. Did you have your
um,
hand up because you wanted to ask something specific or just to say hey?
I didn't have anything specific.
Okay.
No.
All right,
Mm-mm.
cool. Well, that's all right. Well, then we'll get you as it pops, things pop for you that you guys might have questions on. Then certainly feel free to jump in and ask. But I want to kind of get all the loose ends tied for everyone. So, is there anyone that's here tonight that's got a couple loose ends that need to be tied? I know someone specifically, Debbie. I wanted to connect with you certainly on the call because you had a couple questions, and we didn't get to completely back and forth connect, and I wanted to make sure that you were good. Come on out, Deb.
Oh, you can. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
unmuted.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I had a question about, and I've and I've been traveling, and so I do see that whatever information that we put into that email, we fill in the blanks.
Yep.
That's what's going to be put on the blog. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Okay. And there's a place to upload videos and things like that.
Not for the, not as for your setup. No, not for the setup,
Okay.
but you will when you get your own blog. And I'll go through a couple things tonight and show you guys. But for your setup, that's just all your branded things that you need to submit to the design team, Ashley and Clifton, so that they are really prepared. And what I like the most is when you can really, when you're really clear on the things that you want to have in there. You really get they just do a knockout job. So make sure everyone that usually leads our class is always awesome anyway, so they're totally clear as to what everything should look like. But just make sure that you're really, really, really clear on what you want.
Okay. And then what is the time frame for this? I mean, in a day or a week, or when should
How
we
long?
be doing this?
How long they take to get back, or how long should it take you?
No, when should we submit those?
Oh, as soon as you're ready. Now.
Okay. Is next week okay?
Yeah, certainly. It's all up to you. It's
Okay.
when you get your things in and they'll tackle them.
Okay. And then I had one more thing about my branding, and
Yep.
it's really becoming a lot clearer in messaging.
Awesome.
One of the things that we talked about was a seven-figure strategist,
Yep.
because I built actually more than one seven-figure businesses,
Right.
and I just want to make sure that, I don't want to sound like this big guru, because I haven't built it online and I'm really a down-to-earth person.
Certainly.
So I want to make sure that message comes out. And I know sometimes when you see so much flash and whiz bang and stuff on the internet, and you don't think it's real. And so I want to be able to portray that message.
Okay. So tell me more then. Are you tell me what you mean by that. I mean, I hear you, but I want to know what you mean as far as how is it going to look? Are you looking for better wording, changing of taglining? Like what are we talking about here?
Well, I'm playing with a couple different taglines. I just want to make sure that there's most of me likes the seven-figure strategist,
Mhm.
and I can tell it will depend on like the pictures and how I
Yep.
come across. I don't want to just be like this. I don't know. They're like, and I'm going to exaggerate. It's like the guys in the polyester suits that are online, and
Right.
you could make seven figures in 7 minutes type of thing.
Right.
And so I just want to be able to show that I'm down to earth. I've had this experience. I've built businesses.
Okay.
And
You want me to help you with that? Let me show you. Let me help you with that. Okay.
Okay.
And because, yeah, absolutely. This is the greatest part about, how things are going to look for you. Okay. Is you will, this is how you get that across. Okay. So every blog, every person, every blog, everything should have a Meet the Unstoppable Family or About Us page right down here, or certainly Meet Us. You will portray, certainly, if you're going to be your online, seven-figure strategist, however it comes out, your Meet Us will express who you are and it'll share that. But this right here, this video is your gravy video. This does it all. I have anywhere from 400 to 1,500 people a day, depending on the day, come to my blog. 90% of them watch this video.
Okay.
Okay. And this is why this little widget here is so powerful, because every person comes here and they see your blog, they see your brand, and they see what you're all about. They want to know more. So how you express that, right? And you don't come off cheesy. You don't come off, flashy. It's you. You come off as you because they see you, right?
And that was in the meet us section.
Well, Meet Us, or just even this is a widget that everyone get. This is called the opt-in widget that you'll be able to add right here. This opt-in widget, and you add in a YouTube video link, literally right here. So every person, that's why I have you guys start doing your story videos early. And I start having you do video early, so you're so good and you feel so good at it. Then now, when your blogs are ready, then you put your introductory video. And I actually have, guys, I have to put that file in. I have to remind myself. I have for you guys a transcript of an intro to a video. So like an intro video, I have my transcript or a transcript that I've written that can give you guys just some a template. Not because I want you to say the words just because I want you to have something that you can use.
Okay.
And you're really good at your video, Deb, so I don't think you're gonna have a problem. But you want to just be able to say like, "Hi, I'm Debbie Kinney, Debbie with a Y," right? That's how you give your expression, right? That's how we relate to them right away. Because when they get to that
Right.
blog, we're sending everyone to this home, right? Everyone, because as they're here, they get to meet you. They walk into your home, right? They get to really get a feeling of who you are, how it looks. They watch your video. Then they see, right, they see things about us. They poke around. It's like they're walking around in your house. That's why we have these banners, right, that people get to see what more of what they want. And I'll talk about opt-ins. I'll talk about managing your lists tonight if you guys want me to now. But it's really important because that's how they get to know you. So I drive more traffic to my blog than I do anything else. We do certainly do paid marketing, but we do about, I would say, I probably 60% of the people that come to my blog are just my personal traffic from me sending them from blog posts and Facebook and social media. The other 40% is traffic that comes from ads that we
Okay.
invite them over to the blog through email.
And you customize your ads, right? They're geared
Yeah.
towards you.
Yeah, exactly. See, this is why.
Okay.
Yeah, right. And I'll share with you guys. I mean, we've got on the Unstoppable fan page, Unstoppable branding fan page. I'll show you guys. We have. I'm going to take questions as they come, guys. I'm not following any script tonight, so I'll just go with whatever needs you guys have. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to share with you guys how to deal with haters tonight too, because we just had a couple haters. She responded back. Oh, good one. Oh, that's a
You
good
know
one.
what? And it's not the haters. As I put myself out there and people find me on Facebook,
Yeah.
I'm getting messages from these guys. Hey, good looking. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
sweetie. Blah, 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 blah.
I'll show you how to deal with them. There's some rules.
Okay.
You block those people immediately. Usually, I typically block. We block everyone. We have some rules. Somebody starts saying anything you don't want them to say, you immediately delete and block them because they have no need for space whatsoever. Did that lady have a need for space there, Brian, on the exposure? Okay. See, I'll share with you what that means because it's really important you guys understand this because as you're being more branded and as you're getting more out there, people will do whatever they can do to try to say and insult because that's just their nature. But okay, so this is what I'm talking about is right here, graphic designs. Heather Martins she's a VIP. She's been working with me for a long time. She's a graphic designer as well. So your blogs, where you get your blogs from, Ashley's amazing, but she really doesn't have as much time to do additional design work. She's just overwhelmed all the time with creation of blog stuff and ILN stuff. So Heather does all of our graphic designs. Anything you guys need in addition, she can make all of yours. She'll make ebook covers, right? She can help you do business cards, anything additional and branded, she can help you guys do. And she's fantastic. And she will help you guys create any branded banners that you may have. Because I don't like to use anything that anyone's really ever used, right? Like like a company widget. I don't love them. Like I'm using the GRN one right here for travel because it's decent and it's an opt-in widget, which is fine. But I really like my own because people have seen them all in other people's pages. So you want to make sure your website is totally branded all you. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions, Deb, that you had? Right
no, I think that's it. As you cover things tonight, I kind of have a question, like how this all really works, as far as submitting things and whatnot, but I think you'll cover it. And if I have questions, I'll ask at the end.
Certainly. Excellent. All right. Anyone else, guys? Any other ties? Okay, let's see who's next. All right. Bill, come on out here, Bill. How did it go for you, by the way? I used you as an example on my call. I think it was on Monday, Bill. I did my Marketing Mondays call.
Yes, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got home a little bit late, maybe halfway through the call, but I did gather that it was part of our conversation on Monday, and ever since that conversation, I have to tell you that I came home totally exhausted from a road trip weekend, which we love to do, but so I didn't do a whole lot on Tuesday night, except all of a sudden, there was all the rollout of the ILN and Mark's $1 Million Day.
Yep.
So last night I said, you know what? I know that I've probably got enough procrastination to reach the age of Methuselah, however old he was when he died. So I watched the video, Mark's video, and started to make my list. And I mean, I've got more stuff going on and lists, but I thought I've really been thinking about what you said about BillFleischauer.com.
Okay.
So I've been playing with different URLs, and I do presentations on who you are makes a loving and valuable difference, just building people up with enthusiasm and faith. And so I checked out on Namecheap Difference Maker Bill instead of BillFleischauer.com.
Difference Maker Bill. Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to run that by you. I've sent an email to Ashley to see how, if we can change it, if she thinks it's get her input on it, but I was wondering what your input is about that.
All right. So, well, it's not as ringy as it could be. I like where you're going with it. Difference Maker Bill. It's a tough. Let's see. Well, let's just look at it. Let's see how it looks. Also, in a look, I like Make a Difference Bill is something that people. That's what they say because, did you say difference making bill? Making
difference maker, but I think making a difference bill is also available.
Yeah, let's see. Make a Difference Bill.
MakeADifferenceBill.com.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. Yeah, that's not being used. That looks like it's open. But yeah, you want to do something that people would like normally use and say, right? So, differencemaker.com. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be Bill, right? It could be Difference Maker, just right? Because you want to use things that are really simple, certainly, right? Okay, so this guy uses it, Difference Maker, but something that could really, or remember I had said work with Bill. I know you didn't love that, but I know you like Difference Maker. That one's open. Make a Difference with Bill. Yeah, see, they're just long. So for URLs, you want to keep them tight.
Okay.
Usually 3 words starts to get rather wordy. Let's open it up to the Peanut Gallery. Usually we have some really good input from some of our peeps in the Peanut Gallery.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always my favorite. Yeah, I was just thinking of that too, Debbie. Debbie said, liveoutloudbill.com, because that's what your site says.
Oh.
So it would really be congruent. It could be liveoutloud.com or liveoutloudbill.com. Live Out Loud might be, yeah, you could change it, Live Out Loud. Okay, someone owns that one, so it's probably taken with Live Out Loud. Yeah. Oh, that's Laura Langemeyer. She's a good friend of mine. That's hilarious. Laurel's amazing. So I didn't know that was Laurel's. That's kind of interesting. So because your website is, where'd we go? Is Living Out Loud with Bill. Okay. So it could be Live Out Loud Bill, Living Out Loud Bill. Well, with Bill's long. But play with those because that's something that's really congruent with your site.
Okay.
Right? Making a Difference with Bill. It's just a little wordy. It doesn't necessarily flow as well. How do you feel about that, Bill?
Yeah, I mean, at first I was really high on it because that's part of presentations I do. But by the same token, I would like it to be something that is congruent with the site and that has a bit of a ring to it, or a lot of ring to it. Yeah,
you want to have something that's really, and it's powerful, right? So we want something that's very powerful because your site it's really powerful. It's like, wow, it's really is you. So you want it to be represented where someone could remember it too, right? So if it's a little too long, it's hard to remember.
Now, how about something like Living Empowered with Bill?
Well, that's more of a message though, Bill, than a URL, right?
Okay. Yep.
right? So we want to, so we'll stick to more of something that's a domain, right? Because and you've got living an empowered life through, faith and enthusiasm. Just pick a couple words that's good. I mean, that works, that's easy to say and remember, right? Because your site's going to get to, but the message shouldn't be in the URL.
Right, and this has inspired me to do something different with my story video too. As when you're traveling, because I know based on whatever I saw on Facebook or something, you're starting to travel soon.
Yeah, yep, we're starting to leave again.
And so you're going to be able? Can we ask you questions while you're on the road?
Oh, I live on the road, so yeah, I'm just taking my next destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've lived down the road, Bill, for 5 years. So we just have been settled for 6 months, which is weird for us. So yeah, for sure. You'll always be able to join the workshop. What I like to do, guys, is for those of you guys that, as the workshop starts to end, everyone's always able to be a student. I know Starwin's here tonight. She was the student in the last class, or even 2 classes ago. So you can always pop in and join us, and even ask a simple question on the branding fan page. I can always jump in there and answer some questions. But you guys are always able to jump in on the workshops, because what I do is during the workshops, if someone comes in and has a question that's different than what we're working on, it's okay, because it helps them. So you guys bring in all really great new energy or new ideas that came through for you. So absolutely, you can always join in, and you get a lot more interaction with me during the sessions. So certainly you'll be able to join always. Once a student, always a student. I kind of have that philosophy. So, I'm just here anyway, so I might as well have as many of you guys here. I'll share with you guys a bit about when the next one starts. And if you guys have people you want to recommend, we do a referral program, which is fun. But Bill, I see this one, Inspired Bill. That one's open.
Yeah, and I was just thinking if we instead of inspired, if we did Inspiring Bill.
Inspiring Bill, yeah. I mean, those are cool ones. I like that. What do you guys think? Does anyone else have any more input? Let's take a look. Debbie with the Y. Ooh, yeah, I like that, Debbie. That's a cool one. Debbie's always been working on Debbie with a Y, and she found one that's debbiewithay.com, or let's see, debbiewithay.com might be long, but you can still use it. Debbie with a Y, WHY. That would be really fun, Debbie.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because that's really works. Debbie with a WHY. I mean, and it's still a little mini message, but that one really works because they're small words in between. They're not big words all linked together, and that you could really make that fun on your site. Yeah, that could look really cool in your site too. Okay, yeah. Keith said loud, Bill. Live loud, Bill. Loud, Bill.
Well, I've definitely been accused of that.
Haven't we all? I love it. All right, Bill, good. So anything else more with you, Bill, that you are still looking to tie together?
No, I'm good. I'll definitely send you messages once in a while. Okay. Where are you going to post a transcript for the story video?
Yeah, I'm gonna add that, guys. To the members area, because I have this transcript for the video for your sites. Although, again, I don't want you to read it. Certainly, it just gives you a really good idea. Right. I want you to be you and flow, right? Just like, under the 3 minute, the normal ruling, explaining you. But like we was talking with Debbie, it really wants to be you. It wants people to really see you, because now you're starting to, share posts and videos out. You want to get them over to your blog so they can start poking around and start really liking what you have. And so you want to make sure it's really all you and not coined, or, so they don't feel that it's scripted. But I will post it up. You know what I'll do, guys? I will post it up on the branding page. I'll upload the file, and then I'll add it into the members area of the branding workshop. That way you guys
cool. Thank you.
Yep, you got it. Awesome. Okay, who do we got next? Who do we got? Who else? Who else wants to jump on out? You guys, this is sessions continuing on for several of you, because some of you guys popped in at the end, and you guys will always be able to rejoin. But you guys are all being quiet tonight. Anyone have any loose ends that they need to get tied? Because if not, I'll start poking around with some content, and then you guys can jump in and ask a question if you have one. Yeah. Oh, Yvonne. Yeah, certainly. Come on in. Yeah, Yvonne, I could see you were working that a hand.
What? You can see what? I'm sorry.
That hand. I saw it. I'm like, oh, she's making sure it's on.
I only did it once, but now I know. I'm so happy. How is everybody? Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
What I guess just a few things that I think you're going to cover anyway, but I thought I'd ask. So you said you're going to talk about list management. When it comes to the stuff that we need to give for putting the blog together, how do we know about image sizing and
Ashley will do all that.
Okay, cool. So is she going to reach out to us at a later date to work with us directly on that part?
Probably not. You're going to submit them on that form.
On the what? See, I don't know. Where would you submit? I don't know.
Okay. I'm getting a feedback for myself, so I want to find out where that's coming from. Can you guys all make sure you're muted? Except for Yvonne? Yvonne. That's what it is. It's you. Are you on a weird? Yeah. I'm gonna mute you just out real quick. Are you on your phone? Or on your computer mic? It's like feedback McNadd.
Oh, I'm muted.
There we go.
No, I'm on my computer. I'm sitting in the office.
Okay. You guys hear that feedback? It's like repeating me. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't know. I can't talk like this. It just keeps saying what I'm saying over and over again.
Right. I don't know what to do. I'm just on my computer.
Right, I muted myself out. What I'm going to do, Yvonne, what we may need to have you do is come back in because I won't be able to communicate back and forth with you because it's just really repeating. And sometimes it has to do with if you're on a mic or if you are on a headset. Okay, yeah, it's like crazy. So if you can drop off and come back in, that might work. Or we can do a personal call because I want to make sure that we've got you taken care of. But the question was, you should have gotten an email that said that has the instructions as to how to start your blog that I sent a while ago. So you and I will have to talk about this then to make sure. Okay. And we can talk, you can come back in and we'll try it again. Okay, there she goes. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Okay. Anyone else want to jump in here right now? No? Okay, cool. So, all right, so what I want to do, guys, I want to talk a bit about you really starting to prepare some content as in regards to like giveaways, as far as like ebooks, audios, things that you can offer as a opt-in bonus for people to sign up for your opt-in box. And that really is a big deal. And what I'm going to do for you guys, if you guys haven't seen them yet, I have a number of different, oops, that was the wrong one. I have a number of different, let me find this here. Ebooks that you guys are able to use as resources that you can not only add on your blog, you can utilize all these as downloads. I allow you guys to use all of them. And I show you how to add an ebook to your follow-up emails, right? Because you'll do is you'll put it as an image and then you will add them as a follow-up email because you're basically saying, hey, I'm going to give you this ebook for opting in, and I'll show you how you do that in Aweber. And then this is how to set up your blog audio. So you guys will have instructions how to really set up your blog, how to get things really done properly. Now, you'll also have tons of instruction within ILN. They're amazing. Your blogs are all controlled by ILN. So you're really going to have that ultra benefit because there's so many people in that group. And so you're going to have a lot of people that you're going to be able to reference as well. But I have just certain things set up that are really simple right here. So if you guys are like, I need to get this, widget set up, I don't do any setup stuff, right? That's the ILN side. We do the branding side of it all and the organization, but they really do the technical side. That is not my side at all. That's what they've got Clifton and Ashley for that. But I do have instruction how to do it. And I only took really simple stuff to help you guys organize those things. And then, of course, I know Bill's using Heather. You guys can hire Heather for an hour or whatever it is, and she'll pretty much do what you need her to do, including graphics, and which she does it for only for our branding students for extremely reasonable price, something you'll never get anywhere else. And she really does a great job. She'll help set things up. She'll organize it. She'll put widgets up for you. She'll put your videos up. She'll create graphics for you if you need them for banners and sidebar banners for other companies, which is super important that you want to have. And so Heather can do that stuff for you guys. But okay, so then here, let me share with you the ebook giveaways that we've got. I have the ebook giveaways. This ebook here is I always give away Think and Grow Rich. I just love it. But there also, I just found that Science of Getting Rich, I'm adding, so I have to put that in my list too. I'm adding Science of Getting Rich. It's an incredible, incredible book by Wallace D. Wattles. Old, in the 50s, but still nonetheless one of the best books that I've probably ever read for business, next to Think and Grow Rich. If you are into, a little bit more, personal development, this is another great one that comes from the same company that produces the download for Think and Grow Rich. Now that the rights are no longer just owned by the author, but it is this 3 Steps to Mental Clarity. It's a really great book. And then we also have you guys are able to utilize my books, a branding book if you like, or attraction marketing, so you can actually use them. But what I recommend, if you guys would like to use any of my personal ebooks that I've written, is that you can change the name, change the look of it, but it says By the Unstoppable Family. Okay, so you have to give credit to us, and Heather knows all that. So if you guys use any of that stuff and you want her to create graphics, she can do that for you guys. So what happens is now you have immediately a free giveaway. Okay, so now you immediately have something you can give away. And like, for instance, let me show you Heather's. Let's see, let me find Heather's site. Okay, so here's Heather's site. Here's her. Yes, she do housewives. What Heather has done is she's created a little banner that does her giveaways for the ebooks. And she allows you to or she'll give you that banner. She may not even have it up anymore. She had it up. She took it down. Oh, I think it's a pop-up, but her pop-up doesn't come up for me. And so she has a pop-up that allows, when it pops up, it says, if you sign into my opt-in, you get my free ebooks. Here we go. She changed it and put them over here. And so she's got some graphics where she'll put some stuff together for you if you guys want to utilize those ebooks. So she just switched her site all around. So she's done a lot of different stuff. So this is fun. These are called fan gates, and Heather does these where you come to a page and it opens up to another video. You opt in again. So this is all just stuff that if you don't know how to do it technically, Heather can get it done for you. I don't do it, but if you want that, you can. But if you want to just make it really simple and use a pop-up like I do, my pop-up won't go on because I am inside. But it's a pop-up that says, by subscribing now, you will get my free Think and Grow Rich book along with my the other one that we give away, which is my Practical Guide to Living Unstoppable. And I give those away it's just an image that pops up, and then you give them away on a Weber, which is an autoresponder. So you want to have all these little areas where you're able to give away different things, right? Like I have mine here. So if people didn't get the opt-in, they can come back and sign up for it again. So it's just a really great way for you guys to give pure value away, and for something that you can give away right now, right? So for things that if you're not ready to write an ebook yet, we have some resources you can start giving away that are really generic. You can give the 2 generic books away, or you can utilize some of the stuff that we have written and just make sure that you relabel it with you, but also have written by the Unstoppable Family. Now, I want to give you guys, I'm going to see if there's any questions that you guys might have now. What I'd like to do also is, Heather is great. She's awesome. She's worked with Bill, so she's really amazing. All right. Keith, what were you asking? Let's see. Okay, Ashley and Clifton are not taking new design work for additional stuff other than your website, if that's what you're asking. Heather will do anything extra that you need, as far as banners, widgets, things such as that, graphics. But for your site, she'll get those done for your personal blog site. Is that what you meant? So you're not unmuted here. Let me unmute you. There you go. You're unmuted, buddy. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you just go to Heather. Yep. All you do is you just go to the Facebook page and just let her know, hey, it's Keith from the branding course. She knows how to handle everything. She takes care of it all. She's amazing. She's been helping Bill. She's been helping tons of people in our workshop, and she's fabulous. And she literally will take some of her, and she works with Ashley too. She does some stuff with Ashley. So she's got just as good of skills as Ashley, but they can kind of take what's maybe going on with your current site and make it look like it's really similar, so it's really congruent. But if you need a special banner, like we've got our personal one that we use. I have the GRN one, but I use one for Empower. I've got another one for ILN, so you can have your custom ones done, and she'll help you get those. So what I want to do, guys, is I want to talk with you a little bit about how to set up your own personal ebook and how to start putting your content together. So many people get overwhelmed when it comes to creating their content for ebooks, audio programs, and they just don't do it. And there's a really easy bite-sized way to do it that I want you guys to be aware of, so that you can really start putting something together. Even if you don't, have it right now, you can get it in the future. But it's really good for you to start taking a lot of your brand, what's inside of you, right? You've got so much experience as to what you've done. I'm going to kind of give you some ideas that might kick some of you guys into gear. And it's not necessarily about writing something massive. Ebooks can literally be anywhere from between 15 to 25 pages. They don't even have to be very long, but they can be something that's really just informative, that gives your reader a reason to opt in, give you their email, and for a reason to really connect with them. And we also have a writer. Okay, we have our graphics writer, or Unstoppable writer. She will take notes, any scribbles, anything you've got, audio, and she'll help you get your ebook written as well for really inexpensive, for under, I think, like $250 or something. She'll write your ebook for you. So there's some good things that you can have if you guys really are just having a hard time getting it down. And she'll even do some smaller things. She just takes it all on a one person basis, so there's no one price for one person. But what I want to do is I want to kind of go through what that outline can look like, okay, and really some ideas for you guys to just start really putting things into perspective, because you are all doing video, which is amazing, and you're starting to create content. A lot of times your videos, guys, turn into content that you can actually offer on an ebook. So what we want to do is you want to start, anytime we're creating ebooks or little offers, you start with answering questions that people might have. For instance, we're the Unstoppable family, right? So one of the ebooks are Practical Guide to Living Unstoppable. And it's just a way for people to go, oh, cool. It's something about them. It's all about our travels, just little things. And it's very small. It's, I think, 20 pages long, but it's us, right? So what you want to do is you want to take what you guys have as far as how you're creating your brand and who you are, and we start breaking it down, typically in anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8, 7 steps or tips, right? So let's say you are like for us, we can do things such as your 6 steps to living and becoming free, right? And this could be, right, how you made your decision to become an entrepreneur, right? It's all about how your brand works. You connect it to you, but you always typically want to do, let's say like top 10 tips for creating wealth online, right? Things such as this, because you then start to break them down into little small bites. And all you do is you literally write down a list of these 6, these 10, and you start writing about one topic, one area, or you do an audio for it if you want Joan to write it for you, right? And, let's say maybe it's breaking through the learning curve of network marketing. Okay, that's a big one, right? That's people love that because you're new and you've broke through the learning curve, right? Or you're sharing your experiences. And guys, remember, a lot of these start off as blog posts, okay, or videos that you're doing. So you always want to look at it. It's always a great, everything that you're doing every day, you're doing it on purpose, right? We talk a lot about that as posting on purpose and writing on purpose and sharing a video on purpose because it has a bit more meaning than just writing something, right? You want to really get people to do something with it. So you can even start here by doing a list, just like I'm doing, and make these all blog posts or make them all videos. A lot of you guys have been doing your video series. Your video series can really turn into an ebook, or it could turn into an audio or a video program, right? In fact, I'm getting ready to do a video series that I'm going to post on my blog, but I think I'll probably end up turning it into like an audio or a video program that is a giveaway. And it's going to be something about network marketing or traveling, something like that. How to live around the world and travel and make money. It's going to be a different video series. But it's going to be a product that someone's going to be able to opt in and get them every single day. They're going to get this audio series every day. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Is you can have an opt-in box on your website, and every day you go take a look at whatchamacallit came here to come over and get Kaylee, and I just want to make sure they're okay by the pool. And so you'll have an opt-in box, and all they do is once they opt in, you create a new list in Aweber, and you set up follow emails that every day they get a new video. And it's just an awesome way to start getting an awesome following and start creating a video series, and then it can turn into an ebook because now you got tons of content. So you just do it day to day. I call it the method of building the plane while you're flying it, right? I learned that from my coach, Lisa Sasevich. She's like, when I started the workshop, I worked with her, and she's like, you don't have to have it all done. Like when I started this workshop, years ago, the first week was just done. And then in between, before the next week, I'd prepare the next notes and get the videos done for the next week. So everything was locked. So it looked like it was all there. It just wasn't. So you just build the plane while you're flying it. It's like a great way to do it because no one knows. You're just preparing yourself and getting things ready. So let's go back through this. I want to make sure you guys have any questions. I'll keep hopping over here. All right, you guys still all listening? Good. Okay, so more about an ebook, right? Let's even talk about, these are more ideas. And I want to give you guys some good ideas because when you get ideas, just your juices start to flow too. I know this is one. Let's see. From you, makes me think of you, Yvonne, taking the leap to laptop lifestyle, something like that. Right, taking a leap, something along that line. They're just fun, right? They just sound good, and they're that's stuff that people would really dig. And it'd be exciting to want to opt in to get that. Oh, there's Aviana. I want to make sure there you go. You're unmuted. Let's see if you're good again, Yvonne.
Okay, how's it sound now?
You sound fine. I don't.
Okay.
Okay, it worked. Totally worked.
Awesome.
Yay. But I thought of you and I was thinking of that one today, Yvonne. I was like, or like,
no, I like it.
Yeah. Like, or what was it? We saw with the gypsy lifestyle, right? So like my top 10 tips for living I'm such a bad typer. Living the gypsy lifestyle. Or nomadic lifestyle, something that it's just fun. I have to do a new one. I'm kind of in the process because we were writing our full book recently and had some issues with our writer. And I just kind of pushed it off because I couldn't even get my brain back into it again. But I need to go back in and start, putting the notes down and creating something new and more fun and more fresh. But to any of you guys, does any of this resonate with you guys? You feel like you could actually start creating your own little miniature ebook just by the videos that you've been doing? Yeah, Bill. Yeah, definitely, Bill. You got tons of content. What about you, Yvonne? Doing tons of.
I've started 2 books already.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
One actually, believe it or not, I started probably 7 months ago, and I kept saying "Live to Live Well." I kept thinking the title, but I think it's too boring. So, but it's all about this break. It's literally about the 10 tips or taking the leap to the laptop lifestyle. So I have it broken down in and travel parts and just the day-to-day of trying to work from somewhere else, but travel and enjoying and I think I've got like 13 chapters.
Wow. So you're going for the real deal.
Well, but see, the cool thing is I could break it into mini books. That's the awesome thing, is to make it into a series rather than one big book.
Certainly. I would even, Yvonne, if you have that many chapters now, you have an ebook ready to go now.
Yeah.
You've got something ready. You could take, and this is what's really fun, guys. This is what I love about content creation, right? Is you take all the things, right, that you're writing. Maybe you take one little piece of each chapter, Yvonne, and make it so enticing, right, that they want the real book. And so you're teasing the book.
Right.
So you're like, get my, for opting in today, get my free ebook. And then in your ebook, it says, look out for, or opt in, or make sure you come back for the series, right? So you keep bringing them back to wanting more. And then, even like, for instance, I think that's what I'm tossing around. I have so many videos that I've done that I want to put together a giveaway, an audio giveaway, because I've just done so much. I'm like, gosh, I could turn them all into something now, and then start really taking that content, making it even bigger. And so when you do that, now you're going to start having all these little pieces of content you can start giving away as just little, freebies.
Cool. Before I forget, I've gone through all my emails that you sent me, so I don't know if something was accidentally dumped or whatever. But if you have a chance, can you send that to me again so I know how to reach out for the blog?
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep. That's weird because that was a long time ago. That was like after.
Yeah, I mean, I always keep all the emails, so I looked in the folder and it's not there, so that's kind of bizarre.
Okay. No worries. Yep. No problem. We'll get that handled for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, how are you guys feeling about this? And I'm seeing a lot of you guys. Wow, cool. Debbie's already got a podcast. That's awesome, Debbie. If you have podcasts, you can put those on your blog too. Put even just the files. Just allow people to click over the files. Yay, Barb too. Yeah, awesome. This is good, you guys. I mean, it's so silly because it blocks us from doing it. And when I actually started writing those little books, I'm like, gosh, I've got so much just content that I've already that I already talk about. I just got to get it into a written form. And I am, I have a hard time just sitting there writing stuff. So I do a lot of my stuff in audio. And then I have had some people just tie it together. And so I have all my chapters, everything ready, but then you talk it out and they just organize it. And so that's, certainly something that's an option for you too, because I have, Joan is she's a great organizer. We've talked a lot about it. And what it does, it's really therapeutic too. It helps you guys get focused. And then you feel like you've got a little bit more strength behind you. Like when you're working with someone or you feel good about promoting yourself because you've done something, right? You really have done something, and it just gives a lot more clout. But remember, you guys can all use the current ebooks that are there if you like. You can use them as giveaways for in your email autoresponders. You can do things right away just as gifts to people, just for subscribing to your list. And people really, really dig when they get free content. So, and it's always good. All right, so let's see. Let me see who else anyone else got anything more they want to add? Because if not, I'll kind of go into a couple other things in regards to. I'll show you guys some of how to deal with haters, right? There's a rule. There's a big rule. Tim Ferriss taught me this rule. And I'm going to share with you guys what it is. I want to actually go see what this chick wrote. Let's go over. You guys ready to go see the hater? See what she said out. Okay, so this is the deal. When you're going to get people that are going to be haters. They're going to say stuff in your website. They're going to say stuff on Facebook. But there's a rule to deal with haters, okay? So there is a rule, and the rule is this. You do 3 different things to a hater, okay? You either starve them of oxygen, just let them sit there, which I always say that allows your own personal dogs to go after them, because when you don't address it, if you have enough followers, people will start to address it for you, okay? Which that happens to me a lot. Let me see what happens. I had a lady the other day. This guy was a jerk. And this girl went to bat for me, right? So I starved him, but my dogs ate him, and he actually deleted his comment, which was awesome. Okay, so then number 2 is you expose them, okay? You expose their ignorance, which I really mean ignorance, because when people have the nerve to say something so dumb and take the time on one of your posts, it's like, are you serious? Do you really think you deserve this? So you expose them and you say something you might, like for instance, I did the other day. I was like, I'll show you actually instead of telling you. I have to find it though. Okay, so for instance, this one. Let's see. Is this the girl? All right, let's find it, guys. It's funny because it's a great lesson to learn because people do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. See, this is awesome. This is awesome. She totally pulled herself in. She pulled herself back in. Okay, watch. This is what happens. Dealing with haters. Number 2, expose them, which is totally address them. You're super transparent. You're open, right? And this is how it went. Okay, she talked about this. She was kind of sassy early on, and but I allow people to do it because I'm transparent, right? So she said something earlier in this thread, which is here. We're moving to paradise, right? Done with the rat race. Not so sure it's easy for you're a foreign average middle class family. Great attitude, but get realistic, right? You can't do this without money. Clearly, who's ever said that you could, right? So of course I responded in a way like this. Have you actually watched our story? Because do you know that we lost everything we owned, right? So it exposes people to stop just being so short and not be educated, right? So I'm exposing this girl because I'm like, all right, look, I went to her page. She had a big whatever car on the front of her. That was her page. I'm like, all right, you're talking about not realistic for family. Stop talking about money. And I'm not even talking about money, right? I have one bag to my name. So I want to really let others, what happens, it's not just her, it's others in that thread need to see it. So when you expose them, it allows your other people that were threading early, like look at this thread, it's massive. So now every one of these people, they get to see how I handle stuff. But they also get to like me a little bit more the way I'm dealing with things. Okay. So I just addressed it saying, what's realistic to you? I would really seriously take a hard look at what you're saying. And I do say this with pure heart. I'm not rude, right? But it's like, look, lady, we lost everything we had and started over while traveling. And the link that I share with you under this video shows you how we were able to do it. Not because we had a ton of cash, just because we had desire. Okay. So there, I address it again, and bam, I give her my website once more so she can go watch the video. So what that does, guys, does 2 things. It addresses her and lets her realize like, wow, and others realize that we're real people. But then it also readdresses my story. It puts my story back in front of them. Okay. Now, anyone that's rude and says something horrible, instantly delete, right? That's number 3. Number 1 is starve of energy. Let the dogs go to them, your dogs, or you expose them like this. And the last one is delete them. Okay. You completely get rid of complete jerks, and we get rid of complete jerks and ban them daily because you don't want them near you. You don't want the space near you, anything. So, okay. So now this woman comes back an hour ago. I looked it up. Looks like a Ponzi scheme. Great family story. But if it's so easy to do, you should never have to prepay for anything. Everyone has their opinions, but this sounds a bit fishy. Okay. Now my response is, what do you mean a Ponzi scheme? I believe they're illegal and have no products, just transfer of money. We have over 50,000 people in this company. So I think the FTC would be knocking on the door if this was the case. But you're right. You have your own opinion. As for prepay for anything, have you ever started a business and someone just handed you the keys? I even had to pay for training for my corporate job out of grad school, right? So then the last one was one thing to take note of. I'm commenting in person. That is something to really see. We have been here in this industry for 8.5 years and know everyone we work with and are very transparent. I don't think a Ponzi would do that. Okay, so now we're just really, really addressing this person, right? So let's see what she has to say, shall we, guys? Great. I still don't understand what you're selling. Seems like a pyramid tact. Selling 2 to get people and so on. Blogging and reposting. 50 employees who are legit text. See, now she's just an idiot. See, this is like, yes, we paid for degrees, myself with a medical school. See, but this is the good part. I don't even need to read her stuff. But do you guys see where we're going here? Is she brought herself back to the conversation. She brought herself back because I exposed her. Now this girl could start working with us because she's going to actually understand what we're doing. I might even say, you know what, Kathleen, I'll go as far as having a conversation with you if you'd like. Not because I want to work with you, because I think you need to be educated on what's happening. And right, because my mission in working in this way in this industry is that we need to take a stand for the realness of what we do, right? And the real people of who we are. And when you have people that are uneducated, they could insult and they could hurt things. Now, certainly, she's asking questions and saying things that I can address. But if it's a jerk like the delete guy, I have a guy that's like Ponzi, blah blah blah. You instantly, this is how you do it with these guys. You have to do it this way, guys. You click this X button, okay? It takes them, deletes, makes them invisible, and then you ban them. Okay? You ban them right away. What that does, well, unhide her because I want to talk to her, is that makes them completely, they can't get near you, any of your stuff anymore. And you really want to protect your stuff. You want to protect your personal real estate and the people that like you. That's very important. So the three things, again, remember, you want to remember these because they're huge. Because when you get haters, because you're going to, and I want you to know it, but that means, guys, that that you're doing something that is impactful. Okay. And so you want to know, make sure you're always transparent. You're always real. You're not rude. You're kind of direct in many ways, right? But it's like, look, this is the deal. I'm either going to starve them of energy, just let them sit there. And your dogs might go to them. Like I had a girl the other day. She's like, don't talk about my mentor like that. These are great people. I know them very well, right? Because they were just trying to criticize our integrity. And, but then he came back as a jerk and I deleted them. Okay. So you have to manage this stuff though, guys. I'm telling you, if you're using Facebook and you're using social media, you do have to manage your stuff because people they'll say whatever they want. So starve them, expose them, or delete them. Okay. Ban them. That's a big one. So I want to make sure you guys know that because that's huge, huge, and more huge. Okay. Let's see here where you guys are at as far as questions. I want to make sure you guys are good. You guys are just sitting there hanging out. Any questions, you guys? I can give you Joan's direct info, Debbie. Joan doesn't have her banner actually on the Facebook tab. She needs to have one up there. But I can give you her direct info. I'll connect you with her. Anyone else, guys? Anyone else popping up with questions? So I want to make sure you guys feel good. Yeah, send them to Bandcamp. Good one, Keith. Okay. If you have no questions, I'm going to just keep moving on. All right. So we've got ebook content. Is anyone would need to hear or learn anything about Aweber or autoresponders, list management? Because I tell you what, your list is huge for you. Your whole point of running a blog is collecting emails and information. Okay. I use my blog as basically it's my best and my biggest marketing tool I have. Certainly I use Facebook. I use all, different stuff such as that. But I send most people here. And when you send them here, you want them to have places to look, to see, to go, and to give you their information. Okay. So for instance, this is a widget. They fill out their email. This goes to my Global Resorts Network list. I only send stuff to that list that's Global Resort Network worthy. Okay. No one else gets anything extra because this is my main list here. This list right here gets my newsletters, my updates. It gets more of my, just kind of like my daily posts. I'm not a hard sell. I don't do a lot of, one hard sells with them. I usually do more offers, like for instance, this one. And by the way, you need to blog every day. You need to blog every single day and you need to share it with your list every single day using the marketing wheel that I shared on the Marketing Mondays call. That I want to make sure you guys know that because when you make a blog post, you shoot a video, you make it a blog post, then you share it to Facebook, share it to social media, and you just tick it off your list. But you want to make sure that you send it over to your email list as well because that's the people that came to your blog for a reason. And if you're not taking care of that list, you're going to lose a lot of people that are not going to get started with you in your business because if you don't take care of them or talk to them, they're out. Okay. So, for instance, so this was a blog post I did today. This is like my number one step. Actually, why don't I go? I'll share with you guys how I do it. Okay. Let me open up Aweber. All right. Share with you guys. Are you guys good with this? You guys cool with me doing it right now? You guys aren't talking, so you're just listening. Yeah. You guys are cool with it? Yeah. Sweet. Cool. All right, cool. Because this is huge. This is like all day long. You guys should do this every day. My first hour of my day, every day, okay, is creating a new blog post. Okay. It's creating a new blog post. It's either a video. Usually it's video. My hub is usually a video, but sometimes it's not. And I'll start with once I do the video or get the idea for the post, I write the post and then I share it with my list. Then it goes to Facebook, right? And then it goes to all my other social media every single day. People love consistency, right? Everyone loves consistency. The more you're consistent, the better they're going to follow you. So this is how I go. All right, I'm going to go. This is how it started. Today was about the art of nonconformity. Whoops, we got some crazy sounds happening. Let's see where that's coming from. Somebody just go ahead and mute yourself, guys. Oh, I think it's you, Keith. Keith is like moving around. It's all right. I'll just mute you, dude. No worries. It's all good. Okay, so here we go. This was my blog post for the day. You know, why do we call ourselves nonconformists? I write about it. We were in this guy's book, which is, you know, super awesome. But, you know, you do book reviews, talk about, you know, things that really will trigger people, that makes them really want to follow you, like what you do. You know, mine is about being a nonconformist and traveling the world and, you know, really just doing my own thing. So at the end of the blog post, you know, you put pictures in there, and I'm not going to go through how to set up a blog post right now, but I always at the end, right, say, hey, you know, you're going to learn about our full story and the details of our business. We've shown thousands of people how to set up their own mobile business. They can operate from anywhere in the world. I invite you to visit my site below, and I will show you everything. What would you guys say? Is that a 1 or a 3 on the call to action? Did you guys watch my Marketing Mondays? We talked about it, you know, and I talk about it with you guys all the time. The 1s and the 3s, right? The 3s are soft, right? And the 1s are a hard call to action. And so this is really my 3. Like, I'm sharing a lot, but I'm inviting them, right? This is my home. They like it. If they read it, they're totally invited to come over. And I say, Brian has his own sales funnel and I have mine. So I do it to be funny. If you're a chick, click mine. If you're a dude, click here. Either way, be unstoppable. So now you're just inviting people to enjoy what you have to say, right? So now I've written my blog posts, and this is how I share it to my email list, okay? What I typically will do for my list is I usually share, like, let's see, half, okay? Because I want everyone back here. See, if you send them out to a YouTube video that goes away to YouTube, you take away from them seeing all your stuff all the time. So my philosophy is create a blog post, bring them back to your blog so they might, just might, pop on over and hit this again, or hit this one again, or look at this, right? So I always bring people here, okay? So I take care of them in my email, but then if I'm doing invites, I give them links. But if it's just a normal blog post, which like my 3 share, and not my hard selling, I always bring them back here. So what I do is I write the blog post, I bring them here. Okay, so this is going to go to my full list. Okay, so I take my current list here. I'll find my Unstoppable Family list. All right. And let's see, I had some really low open rates this last day because I was doing something different. I usually have some like into 20s and 30s opt-ins, but let's see today. So let's see today, Unstoppable Family. All right, I had 7 people just today join my blog on my list in Unstoppable Family. Okay, so what I'm doing now, what we do is we go to messages, broadcasts. Broadcasts are what you just send out and they get once. Follow-up emails are what they get immediately after opting in, and I'll share that with you. And what I recommend that you guys do is opt in like mad to mine and steal them. Steal them. Make them your own, of course, but you can steal them. I don't care. I really don't care. I want you guys to have great series of autoresponders. I do create autoresponders for a couple other companies. If you guys are in Global Resorts, I have those. Let's see, our Empower Network ones are pretty custom to us. And then I have some others that I use too. So you guys, I don't care what you guys do. You come to my class and you come to mirror what I do, and you can take whatever you want. Okay. So I'm super open and cool with that. Was that you laughing at Debbie about that? But I really want you guys to do that for real. Okay. So that now what we're going to do, now I've written the blog post, I come here and I create a new blog post. All right. And this is how I work it. You guys are branding yourself. So when you get your your branded banner, for your blogs, you always want to include your branded banner on every one of your blog posts because it's branding, right? You want to make sure that people see you, they know it's you, they get used to it being you. Even if you have a list of 10 people, your list of 10 people are there for a reason because they like you. You got to take care of them. Don't wait until you get 100 or 1,000 to take care of the number one. Man, if you get one person you take care of every day, they might stick around and buy from you, right? So it doesn't matter how many you have. But what happens, like we've got really high conversions for people that we work with. We don't bring massive amounts of people into our businesses usually, but we convert them really well because we're connected to them. I'd rather have, 100 or 10 people that really are connected to that will stay with you as a customer for life than have 1,000 people that don't even know who you are and they never buy from you again. So okay, so this is how you do it. And if you guys are using Aweber, I love Aweber, so I use Aweber, but there's a couple of killer programs out there too, like GVO that we use too, but I just have always used Aweber. Okay, so this is what you do. You're able to upload a file. So what I do, I have all of my images already here. So I'll show you how you just go back in, I add my images. They're all in here, most of them. So I just go scroll down to find the image I want, which is my banner for Unstoppable Family. Okay, so I find that, it's right here. All right, and all right, now I click in this little section here. That's where you can put your text. I just copy right there that blog, that half of that blog, right? So now I take the first half of my blog. I might like dazzle this up a little bit and make it bolder. I'm going to open this up. This is so small. I feel like I'm old. I can't even see it. So, you put this in here, right? And then what I always do is this. I like to put half of it here and then bring them back to the blog, right? And this is just for this one. If I'm inviting to a webinar or to a hangout, I give it to them right straight out and bring them to the blog for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add another image because I have that picture of us and Chris Guillebeau, which is super cool, and I think people would dig that. I think it's in my imaging, so let's see if it is. And so you want to make it so they're like really engaged with it. So let's see. I believe I have an image of me and Chris. Let's see. So there it goes. Oh, shoot. That's Heather. I don't want Heather's. Let's do it again. Gets a little sensitive sometimes. You gotta just be aware of the sensitivity if you're using Aweber. Okay. Hey, come on. Come back. Come on. Yeah, it really does. This is the most annoying part. Sometimes it gets very sensitive. Okay. So now I've got this picture of Chris Guillebeau, the author of the book, right, which is really cool. Right, so now I'm like, okay, what does life as a nonconformist look like? Come on over to my blog and read and find out. All right, and then I might put this is a picture of us and Chris Guillebeau, the author of okay. All right, let's see. Let's make it a little smaller. It's a little weird. Kind of make it look a little bit better. Right? Maybe make it look bolder. Bolder. I don't remember how to spell his name. The Art of None. The author of. Okay. Jeez. There we go. We'll do something like that. No, it's better that way. Okay. Come over to my blog and find out. So how do I get them to my blog and find out? Well, I do click here. And then I click here, right? If you guys don't know HTML stuff, this is really easy in here. Just click here and you take them on over to where you want them to go. So, Unstoppable Family. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. Take that back. I take this link. Apologize. You take the link of the blog post, you want to send them back there, okay? So then you just go and copy and paste it here. So now they're going to click there, and it'll tell you if it's green, if it's good, and you send them over to your blog. Now, I'm also going to do the same thing with this image because the image also can have a link too. And I want, in case they hit the image, as a lot of people do, I want them to go back to that blog post, okay? So now I've not only created my blog post, but now I'm bringing more traffic to my blog because this is just more of a kind of a share. But on my blog post is where I do the selling, right? So I get there, they wanted to see it anyways. And then I might sassy this one up a little bit more, make it a little bit brighter, so it kind of makes them go, huh? I want to see. All right. Okay. Then, okay, so that's done. And I always throw a signature in. And this signature on this specific list doesn't do what I like it to all the time. So I always got to add a little picture box, put it to the left. Okay. And then I grab, if you set up your Aweber properly, it'll actually do it for you, but it's not doing what I want it to do today. It's been doing that lately to me. And I just find my mug that I want to use, which is usually this one. No, I'm going to use an Unstoppable Family one. Okay. There you go. Now, I've got something ultra personal, right? Blog post. And now what I do, so here it goes, right? So it's like, all right, we got this here. And hi, Daddy-O. Nice. Awesome. Good job, baby. Good boy. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to make my headline, right? Add the headline. All right. And boom. Now I'm good to go. I see this here. It's all cute. Save. Right. Save, save, save. Next. You guys, if you're on my list, if you're on my list, you're going to know. You're going to be able to see this. Okay. All right. There you go. And I'll share it. Supple Family, I share it on Twitter. This is all automated. When you set up your stuff in Aweber or wherever you're using Jivio, it's all automated. So I don't have to do it. And now it's going to Unstoppable Family. And that's just my main list. So that's the Unstoppable Family list. I'm not going to bother all my other lists and make them crazy. I really manage the one list. And when they get my autoresponders, they know that list is all about updates for Unstoppable Family, just big things that we're doing. They subscribe to the other micro lists, which are our business lists, so they can get more information there. So I really manage and I take care of my people, and I just send it out. I take care of them because I don't want them to get ticked off and run away. Certainly unsubscribers are fine. That means they don't want to follow you anyway, so I don't care. But I take care of my list. I really don't blast them because then you just tick people off. You don't want to blast everyone. You want to make them feel good about watching your stuff, right? And so, so we pretty much do a blog post a day, and this list tends to get anywhere in the 15s and 16, 17, 18s, pretty much. And I'll get some really high ones in my other lists. Like my other list, I get really high ones because they specifically subscribed. They wanted information about one product or one program. Like it's 50% open, right? These are high open rates because these people asked for it. All right. So let me I want to get to you guys because that was long. I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying and if it makes sense to you and how's any additional questions before we rock out of here. All right, cool. Yeah, come on out. Anyone else who wants to jump on out here? Hey, Barb, do you want to come on out? Yeah. Yeah, no? Yeah. There you are.
I forgot I had my hands up a while ago, but
no, that's okay.
You were actually answering some of my questions because I was a little bit wondering about, like the list segmenting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just answered it for me. So, like you said, you don't send out that daily broadcast to everyone, like your GRN, your Empower, your other things that you might be doing. But maybe when you send a broadcast to them about,
Hangout or
maybe like a webinar or something,
yep.
Do you also make your broadcast so that they end up back to your blog so that maybe then they see some of the other things that you're doing?
Okay,
or
good one.
Strictly keep it.
A great question. Great.
You know
A great question, Barb, because I really do. I take care of my lists. Okay. Like for instance, you guys on my workshop list, you pretty much only get workshop stuff. There are times where I'll give you guys a couple things that might be beneficial to you. As a whole, you guys don't really get all my stuff. But what happens is I take like my GRN list, the ILN list, all that. Like for instance, look at this one. This one was specifically, this was the creating your $1 million day and uncluttering your life. That's the one that I sent out for Mark Hoverson's event the other day, right? So look, I sent this. This is a good test to watch. I sent this to pretty much all of you guys. You guys are like, I nailed you guys. But this is the thing. It wasn't a salesy. It was a good quality call. So I knew that you guys might enjoy it or might want to go. So that's why I sent it to everyone, because I knew it wasn't going to be salesy. Okay. You could join if you wanted to, because it was just a product. Right. So, but this would happen. I got 10% open rate. That's really low. So I kind of like didn't like that I did that. I overdid that one. I wanted to test it. So then what I did is, you'll see it's 10% people. Once you see who it is, I segmented that list. Okay. All I did is click on who opened it, and then I sent it to them the next day. So now, right?
Yep.
So now the first day. So this was in the morning. And then before it started, I was like, ooh, 122 opened it. So that's good. Now I've got a good segment. And then 50% of them opened it.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Right? So I'll do something a little bit lighter and send it to the whole list. And then once I get a bite, I don't bug them anymore, right? I only send it to the ones that opened it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Yeah, good. And same thing, like for instance, like my, for GRN people, I only send stuff like if it's a GRN webinar or Empower webinar, that list is the only one that gets those, because the other one, people are going to be like, man, you're making me crazy. I didn't want to see anything about your travel company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I've got a little bit of a list that I started a while back, probably about 6 months ago, but I haven't done anything with it. I'm kind of trying to think of how I can revive it without.
Okay, you got what you got to do.
I'm not even sure really what to send them, because.
Yeah, this is what I would do. To revive a list that's kind of dead, you cannot sell them anything. You literally. Yeah, go ahead because it's good.
I was just gonna say just send them some value and.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, okay.
If you're doing a video series, which you should be, and do something, do a video series, right? And this is how you do the video series. Another one. Okay. This is how you can start it. I want to go back to the blog. This is so huge, guys. This is stuff that not everyone ever learns, and they screw it up. And it's not to be rude, but it's like, gosh, you get this stuff, you guys. And this is when the branding pieces come, because you're branding what you do. All right, let's go to, if you do a video, you have to do it this way. Okay. Let's go to home. If you do a video, you want people to see your video on your emails, but you don't want to just give them the video link. You want to put the video in here. Okay, for instance, watch. You create a blog post. You always start there. You create the video, then you create the blog post. Okay, this is what you can do, Barb, for these people, and just start giving them value. Like, hey, it's good to talk. See you again. I have a video series I want to share with you guys. It's going to be pure value, pure content. You come here. You add it into the blog. Do you know how to add video into the blogs?
Yes.
Okay, under the embed section, you cut the paste, put it in.
Yep.
I come here and I copy and paste this. I do a screenshot, which is, if you're a Mac user, it's Shift, the Control button 4. It gives us this little triangle. I grab this image, looks just like the video. Click. I go here, create a new message, and I put that image in. Remember how I just did that image with Chris Guillebeau's face, right?
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Great. And that's how you start doing it, because then what it does, then you write that blog post, you take this link, copy this image, right? And link them back there from the Aweber.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. Because that's now going to keep people really tight to you, and you keep them in your circle and you keep them coming back. But what it does is now you got that person back here again. And now they're like, oh, okay, what does she do? What is this? I want to hit here. I want to go here, right? You can revive those guys that way.
Awesome. Very good.
Sweet. Good. Awesome. Okay. Anyone else, guys? We're kind of rolling to the tail here. And I want to make sure you guys are good. So if you guys don't have any other specific questions now, this is what's happening. We have, all right. We have, next workshop is July 11th, is 2 weeks from next week. And right here. And what I'm doing on this Monday here, guys, coming up, you'll get it. It's an invite to, it's a free branding call that I do. It's kind of like my teach to sell call. I talk about branding. I I teach on, how to find your brand and the value of it. And then I offer them to join me in my next workshop. All of you guys can become an affiliate, right? And at any time, whenever I do these calls, every one of you guys gets $100 for every person you refer. Now it's if when someone actually comes to the webinar and pays full price, because sometimes I do 1 or 2 discounts throughout the year. I never do them very often because I never want to take people from you guys, but I'll do 1 or 2 discounts. I give you guys plenty of time to promote, put people to my webinars, and you guys will make $100 when someone pays full price, because I want to thank you guys for the referral. Now, it's changing. My workshop is changing because Internet Lifestyle Network just launched, and now the blogs are $1,000. Crazy. You guys definitely got in at the right time, all of you, because the blogs are much more expensive now. And so for everyone that is part of the workshop, obviously you guys get a blog, and you guys can now, if you guys become an apprentice there, you actually get a blog and you get to offer the products that are part of ILN, which is awesome. But you don't have to, but because you guys are part of the workshop, you also get, by paying for the hosting, you get that blog as well. And so what you guys, what the workshop now is going to be is workshop only for $488, and then someone can add on a blog, but they're going to be able to add on the blog for less expensive. They would get it from ILN. We haven't figured that out yet, how much it's going to be, but I have to determine what that price is going to be with them. But it's still going to be $488 just working with me directly, and then we'll do a blog add-on. I'm trying to work it out. I'm just trying to make it all work. I always want it to be very worthwhile for everyone, give everyone the absolute best, price to work with me. But sometimes it starts to get a little bit, overwhelming. So the prices could change, but on Monday, I'll have all of it together. And remember, always, guys, you're able to log in to the members area of the workshop. So it's open here. And when you log into that members area of the workshop, guys, you then will find out all the links are always at the very top. The new links, the new webinars, because of course it's a new group every time. So I don't want to keep your same list always being run. So right here, as you guys know, you always go here. The new session for the next webinar is always here, and the dates will always be here. Anytime you guys want to join me, you can. The Unstoppable Branding fan page is always going to be active with new people. You guys can always ask me questions there, come there for certain things. But I really want, make sure that there's always a resource happening. You guys always know that there's resources, and you guys can get some questions answered specifically here. If you have not utilized this YouTube and training bonuses, it's amazing the stuff that we go through here. Jabril, who now no one even is allowed to work with Jabril unless they pay him a lot of money, we always did workshops together, and I have a lot of trainings that I did with him in the past that you guys can benefit from. He does video recordings. He does Facebook, YouTube. He does a ton of great stuff that you guys are not going to get access to. He does e-signs, solo ads. He actually has a program as well that you guys will be able to get because you're part of the workshop at a really low price. I don't know what that is. It's a full marketing program. Hasn't launched it yet, but it'll be back here because he helped me start this workshop years ago. And he's amazing. I mean, he's an amazing guy. And so, so that's kind of where we're going from here, guys. All right, I'm not sure why I cut out. Could be your system, Yvonne. We can always talk personally because I have to make sure you get your link. But that's where we're at, guys. And so it looks like you guys are all, everyone's pretty much, you guys are all really good. We'll start the new session. And if you guys want to bring some people over, of course, to the workshop, I will start sending an email out, sharing with you guys how to invite them. You can go get your affiliate links over here under affiliate resources and invite others, and you guys will be linked to it. I always say, listen, if someone invited you to this workshop or someone loved what they did here, make sure that you let them know to get their link. And I certainly always do, guys, love testimonial videos that you guys could post. I would love to have you guys do one for me if you got a lot out of this course, and certainly post it up on the Facebook page. That really helps a lot. I know that we're not always as active there, but it just shares, with others that you guys enjoyed what you did here. And if you show up on the Monday webinar, I'd like to say, yeah, we really loved it. I always love to have people jump out real quick and just say what they've learned here, because of course that always helps others, social proofing. All right, guys. So it looks like we're at the bottom of the hour. And I want to make sure if you guys have any additional questions, let me know. Jump on out here. Barbara, is your hand just still up, or did you have any additional questions? You guys are good. Keep videoing, keep posting, keep branding yourself. Get your tagline signature, right? Mine is always be unstoppable, right? Always, always, always use it so you keep branding yourself. And guys, just go out there and just go for it, right? Go for it. And you will not be sorry. All right, we good? Are we good? I always want to sing the song. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yay, Rhonda, thank you.
I always get so bummed. I'm like, oh, we got to leave. But I see you guys see me enough. And my goodness, I think I'm in every hangout or webinar. You guys are all
Hey, thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Rhonda.
You guys are awesome. So I'll see you guys. I always will. And but this one ends and the next one starts. So we can always be part of it again. But always show up and share and invite. All right, you guys. Be unstoppable. And I will probably talk to you on Facebook.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye. Have a great one. You're welcome.